Today, I'm Kingdom 5 and we're gonna watch why you don't need a mental health disorder to be special. Just before the video starts and the intro starts playing, if you like this video, subscribe, like, comment, please comment. It boosts my ego, helps me make more videos in my spiritual, okay? So if you can do that, it'll be awesome. If you don't wanna, cause it's bad, I get it. So, enough with my yapping, get on to the intro. Bye-bye! Oh hi. Today I'm King Totem 5 and today's topic is you don't need to have a mental health issue to be special. And I'm sorry guys, I really wanted to make this video for a long time, but I didn't want it scripted. I was lazy and I had some stuff going on. So I'm just gonna go unscripted because why not? So, mental health issues. Everyone knows what a mental health issue is. Well, let me just rephrase that. Disorder. There's a really popular one that is emphasized by the community of everyone for the last few years, and very importantly so. So, let me tell you why you don't need one to be special. So, let me just tell you. There's a few main ones that a lot of people talk about. First, ADHD, attention deficient hyperactivity disorder, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, I think. Yeah, OCD. Honestly, I don't know anymore. Sorry, but yeah, there's a bunch of few main ones, right? And there's bipolar disorder, BPD, borderline personality disorder. So those are two more. So in the recent few years, the media has been really focusing on mental health, which is a good thing in society. But it has arisen that there's fake news. You heard me right. Everyone knows about it. The common, oh, I have ADHD. That's why I like to play with all this stuff. I'm so hyperactivity disorder. But in actuality, you're trying to get $15,000 for their attention hyperactivity disorder treatment when they're actually just going to Bali, okay? We all know those people. Like wasn't there one called Ticks and Roses with the Tourette thing? So yeah, people like that. And you might look at them and think, oh, they're scum. Horrible people. We should ignore them. But let's think about it. What effect have they had on people? And just think about it. Just think about it. I'll sit here 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Think about it. Okay, you've thought about it now, right? So I'm gonna put this into really, really serious words. So they are causing people to repress their mental disorders and therefore repress their feelings and repress themselves. And they are causing people to be scared of actually going to the doctor. And they are making a hostile community and making a hostile expectation for people with non-disorder related mental issues. So let me get down to all of them. So number one is the next point. Bye-bye. Okay, here's point one. People are repressing their mental disorders and repressing their feelings and people who they are. And you're wondering, how are fakers causing this? How is the focus causing this? Because we all know what a stereotype is. Because you're over the age of 5, right? You know what a stereotype is. So stereotyping applies to everything. We always stereotype things. Our minds always stereotype things. But we have to group them into different sections to make a stereotype. And these stereotypes are harmful, obviously. So these stereotypes with our mental disorders and issues have become so extreme and so exaggerated that nowadays people don't want to show, don't want to say that they have something, suspect that they have something, or have features of it. Because if you act like an ADHD, Timmy at the lunch table is gonna say you wanna like throw him across the room because you're so hyperactive. And then this causes someone when you first repress your mental disorder or something like that, then you start repressing yourself as included in that. Then you start repressing your feelings, your emotions, end up causing more issues for you along the line. And then these figures are actually making the stereotype more common because they just follow the stereotype. These figures get sympathy and fake sympathy and empathy and money. So then they just make the stereotype even more extreme, then make it more harder for someone to accept themselves as a person. So in the end, what do you have? A society full of people with mental disorders that they can't diagnose, can't express, can't get accommodation for, and fakers along the line that extrematizes things higher and higher until everyone's depressed, everyone's sad, everyone has extreme emotions, and then you just have a doomed society. And everyone can't recognize that themselves. And that's just the extreme version of what's gonna happen if we let this continue. So on to point 2. Bye bye. Hopefully you like this video. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get my channel to 100 subscribers. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I gotta make my video. Okay. On to point 2. Let me just get a good spot. Let me just use the last one. Okay. On to point 2. Basically, people are scared to go to the doctor. This conjoins as my last point. My last point was that people are repressing themselves. And repressing yourself, you can't diagnose what you have because you're repressing yourself. You don't have it. Totally. So, someone with ADHD or OCD is not gonna say, "Oh, I think I might have ADHD," because they're repressing that part of themselves, making them more ill, more prone, and anxious, nervous. So then, these doctors were meant to support you, meant to help you with your issues, can't help you because other people are taking the opportunity away from you. And if you think that faking injury, a mental disorder, anything is right, you're a monster. Honestly, doesn't matter the attention, the popularity. Maybe you want to fake cancer. It's disgusting. Honestly, it's not gonna help you get anywhere in life. Because in the end, all things will come to an end, and then your popularity will come. Everything will go. So then you make people who are like this are looking. On the screen, I'm looking at you. If you're like this, you're making a worse society for all of us. Okay? So if we're like this, how are we gonna fix this? That's gonna be in the conclusion. We're going on to point 3, which is the most severe and most overlooked point. On to point 3. This time I didn't fall asleep. So, the final point. This is the point that I feel like really causes this. All of this. And it's something we do unconsciously. Because, as I told you, to introduce ourselves into this topic, our mind makes stereotypes or severities for everything, right? So when your mind groups, let's say ADHD or OCD, you see someone with it. You put that on a higher danger scale than if someone is, oh, I have social anxiety. Then you put that on a lower scale because, oh, that's such a common term. And everyone has that. It's calm. Because you recognize as ADHD as a very severe disorder which needs to be treated. But if you looked at, let's say, anxiety, social anxiety, depression, all of that, do you really treat it with the same amount of relevance? If someone says they struggled with depression, you're gonna be like, "Aww." But if someone says, I struggled with depression, I mean for like the first 18 years of life, they struggled with depression. But if someone says, "Aw, I struggled with severe ADHD," I'm back from the interruption. Kind of ironic. Basically, when someone says, "Oh, I struggle with social anxiety and depression for the first few years of life," you put that as a certain level, right? But when someone says, "I struggle with ADHD for the first 18 years of my life without finding a clue," you're like, "How? How does it happen?" I don't know if you do this subconsciously or consciously. Maybe you classify it as less dangerous consciously, or subconsciously everyone's been telling you that how bad ADHD is or how bad OCD is, that you lower the scale of something else. And I really think that this causes other people to be jealous, and it's a bad thing to be jealous, right? And it makes them feel neglected. Because how would you feel if you struggled with something so long and your importance was taken down just because someone has a worse thing? Because someone can feel pain even if someone else is feeling more pain. Because if your pain isn't scaled by how much pain other people have, and it's just a principle. But we do it subconsciously, consciously, and we should have an effort to stop this. And the reason why we give so specific importance to these people, which they should get specific importance, but we lower the importance of other people. We neglect them. So then people, jealous people, it's not good to do this at all. It's not justification, it's reason. Other people feel like they want to get to that status. They want to get the help. They want to get empathy. They want to get the sympathy and empathy that other person gets. So what do? A, actually tell them about your struggles. Tell them how you struggle. Maybe not just classify it all under your mere tiny depression. Or B, fake it. That's so easy. Just fake it. Fake that you have Tourette's. Tell them about your struggles under the guise of Tourette's. Or maybe put them under ADHD or OCD. It's so easy, right? Or maybe autism, because it's so easy to get sympathy for that and not just detail your struggles to other people. It's good to hide under a cover. It's good to disguise yourself. It feels easy, but easy isn't right. We all know that. But we just put it under a different name and call it a day. So, when you think about someone, if they're struggling, think about how they struggle. Think about how you would feel if you struggled. It's just empathy. It's empathy. Classic empathy. And I feel like people have been neglecting that for a while. If one person has more pain, it doesn't mean the other person isn't feeling pain. So we should treat pain how it's treated, in the level of importance and severity. No longer what name it's under, no longer what it's. So maybe we can stop fakers like these. We can maybe give people the help they need. Okay, I'm back. Give people the importance they need so that they can be happy. We get a more stable, fair, and better society. That was King Totem 5. Please like and subscribe. Sorry to say it again. Hope you liked the video, and have a good day. Have a good life. Bye-bye.